Hello, my name is Wande Ogunlusi. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. My parents are from Nigeria as well. My mom specifically is from Ijebu, Ogun State. My dad is from Ondo State, Igbaroke to be exact, in Nigeria.
I spend a lot of cash, oh. I spend a lot of cash, oh. It's my God. I spend a lot of cash, oh. It's my God. I spend a lot of cash, oh.
Where I would identify as home, Lagos, Nigeria. Why exactly? I haven't been there in about 12 years. I would love to go back. I miss my country. I miss my family down there. There's so many great people that I've just had an impact in my political years that I would love to see. So that's where I most identify with. Well, I live here in America now, here in Atlanta, Georgia. At first, transitioning here was a little hard when I first moved here. As a young 10-year-old with a very thick accent like, hello, how are you doing? My name is Wande, I'm from Nigeria. And people were like, what? Skr, get away from me, I don't know you. But I've loved the transition here. This is my last semester here at Georgia State University. I'm looking for bigger and better things afterwards. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully getting into the scene and taking over Atlanta. So yes.
Hi, my name is Horea and I was born here in Atlanta. My father was born in Rochester, New York, and my mother was born in Cairo, Egypt. I identify my home with Atlanta physically because I was born here and I'm most familiar with Atlanta. But as far as emotionally, I feel more at home when I'm in Egypt. Even though I've only been there a couple of times, the longest time I've been there is 3 months. And part of the reason why it feels more home emotionally is because the people there are very warm as opposed to here in America. One way that both of my parents influenced me is that they both made sure that I was able to speak and understand Arabic fluently. Even though my dad doesn't speak Arabic, he made sure that me and my 3 younger sisters replied to my mother in Arabic, and if we replied in English, we would get in trouble. Also, my mother's mother, my grandmother, was around when I was growing up, and that's also part of the reason why I'm able to speak Arabic today. أبويا أمريكي وأمي مصرية.
My name is Jeremiah Lanka Ocho. I am a professional portrait photographer. I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, but both of my parents are from Nigeria, West Africa. My mom is particularly from Ogun State, Abeokuta, and my father is from Eruku, a small village outside of Ibadan in Kwara State. For me, I identify home from 2 different perspectives. The first being where I lay my head on a regular and what I'm used to, being born here in the United States and being raised in Atlanta. Home is Atlanta, but particularly in the African culture where my parents have raised us in, home is where your father is from. And for me, Nigeria, Eruku, his village is very much home for me. From the warm greeting and the feeling that I have when I'm there fellowshipping with friends and family, to the type of food we eat, jokes we have, the conversation, just the overall space and environment is very warm and endearing to me. So in contrast to what I'm used to versus what my parents have raised me to believe is home is very different, but I feel that Nigeria is more of a home for me based on that culture than what I'm more accustomed to or even live in. The 2 varying cultures, initially I identified with the African American culture, being young and still trying to figure out who I was, and being immersed in a predominantly African American community here in Atlanta, I chased understanding and really assimilating with African Americans. But as I got older, I got a greater understanding of who I was as an individual through my heritage and the history of being an African, particularly Nigerian. And even in my most recent visit to Nigeria, I really found myself understanding myself better by being home and relating better to the people that my parents are from, and not using them as just a historical reference, but a present reference of who I am, that I'm not just an African American, but I'm an African in America.
I see how you're moving there. You better just stay in line. All I wanna do is just make you mine. You make my heart beat.